everybody. I'd like to first of all thank and welcome the judges, mentors, attendees, and our supportive classmates from Royal Oak University. We're going to be presenting to you our report on increasing human capital. First of all, we'd like to start by introducing ourselves. My name is Jillian Fontaine. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, and my background is in the food and beverage area.
My name is Jared Zeek, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I have background working in liquids.
I'm Jake Lynch. I'm from Ottawa, Ontario, and my background is primarily guest services.
And I'm Emily McCannell. I'm from Louisville, Ontario, and my background is in culinary.
So first of all, I'm just going to talk about our agenda, what we're going to cover here. We'll start by going over the context. Once we've realized the situation, we're going to go into our target markets. Following that, we'll tell you about our recommendations, our tactics, and how we're going to implement everything. So starting off with the situation. What is the situation? We know that there's a job shortage of 100,000 jobs. Today we're going to be focusing on 10,000 of those jobs. Why there's going to be a shortage? As we've heard before, there's going to be an expansion of the industry, as well as retirement of baby boomers and other professionals. And our time constraint is 8 years. By 2020, we need to have positions or people for these jobs. We today are going to focus on the younger demographics, mainly high school students and those starting their working life, age 15 to 24, specifically those in BC. Everyone knows British Columbia is a world-class destination, and with this, we are given an opportunity to increase our human capital and make British Columbia a more competitive destination. So, 10,000 jobs, 8 years to fill positions, 343 secondary schools. What this gives us is 4 students per school per graduating year. So, everyone needs to take a deep breath. We can do this. This is attainable. So, and we are going to tell you how to do this. So I'm going to start by introducing our target markets. So, I'd like to introduce you to Kyle. Kyle is a model student who we are going to be recruiting within the age range of 15 to 24. He has grown up on technology, globalization, and is expecting to have an exciting career after high school. In everything we do, we need to make sure that it is Kyle who we are targeting. That brings us to the next target market of influencers. These are the parents and the school counselors. With these, they are the people who are influencing Kyle to what to do. They influence Kyle, our high school students, to follow a more traditional path, a more easy way, typical way of going to universities, typical careers, and not branching off into areas like hospitality and tourism. So, and our last category is more broad. It is the job seekers. What we mean by job seekers is those people who are already educated, have skills, but aren't satisfied with their jobs. I'd like to bring to your attention that there's a 25% rate of unemployment between 15 to 25-year-olds in Canada. We need to make this ratio aware that they can come and use their skills they have trained into our industry. It would be beneficial to industry because this gives us a variety of different skills that the actual schools now don't teach. So from that, I'm going to transfer off to Emily to talk about our first recommendation.
Thank you, Jillian. Our first recommendation is awareness of the opportunity. Creating an ability to be seen as a rewarding career beyond just a financial income to support yourself through university and college, but making this your career. This can be done by a dynamic multimedia marketing campaign, focusing on a wealth of opportunity, with posters, pamphlets, online website, as well as tying in with social media. Students. We need to approach students at their level. Rather than speak to them with industry terms, connect to them how they connect to the world. With social media such as Facebook and Twitter, 93% of students use internet, and 73% of North American students use social media. We plan on creating an interactive website that can be used for all of our target markets, allowing students to see beyond hospitality, like beyond the hotels and beyond the food and beverage, but also to see different careers such as different careers such as technology specialists or ski operators, influencers, parents, and counselors. We need to teach the counselors about our career, about our industry. A lot more foundation is put towards doctors as well as dentists, but they're the ones that guide our students in grade 9 when they're picking their high school courses. We need to help them be more aware of different industries. Job seekers. Beyond targeting the students, we're also going to target the job seekers, the ones that have been in previous industries, and show how they can implement their careers that they have gained, whether it be art or technology, and how they can apply themselves in towards the hospitality and tourism industry. This campaign will focus on elaborating on opportunities and limiting the bad perception that the hospitality and tourism has gotten over the years. Now to Jared.
Thank you. All right. So once that we've created awareness, we need to inspire action in order to get people to come to the career in tourism. So with the implementation of more widespread and effective tourism classes that are offered in high schools, it will attract more people to come to the industry. LinkBC could possibly construct a curriculum based on a very basic college tourism course in order to spark interest within students. They could then present this curriculum to the Ministry of Education, in which they'll show the importance that tourism offers in the future of tourism. Our next tactic is the implementation of workshops in key cities such as Vancouver, Cranbrook, Kelowna, Prince George, and Victoria. This will connect colleges, universities, industry representatives, parents, as well as high school students, and it will showcase the career path that you can have working in tourism. And our last tactic for education is to increase, with the increasing cost of education at college and universities, scholarships can maybe implement more students in order to focus their education towards tourism. So scholarships given by universities as well as colleges to bring kids or students to the university or college would be a very good idea. Also, companies such as Fairmont or Coast Hotels could sort of attract people to the industry using scholarships, which shows it as an incentive to possibly work for those two companies after graduation. So I'll pass it on to Jake.
Thank you very much. So basically, we can implement this great marketing plan, and we can, use education to bring people into the industry. But if they get there and their first taste of the industry is just kind of a terrible experience, it really doesn't match up with their career goals, they're going to leave. And I think everyone in this room understands that the industry has had traditional problems with retention. There's a big kind of factor of young people leaving the industry for better paying kind of jobs that fit better with the family lifestyle. So basically now coming into the industry, we have a whole new generation that we've been touching on and that we're all part of, which is the millennial generation. They bring a very unique skill set and a very unique attitude to work. And I think that this isn't something that operators should be afraid of, provided that they use millennials' unique skill set to kind of improve their human capital and human resources practices. So basically, just general background about some kind of retention issues. Up here, you can see that it's certainly not all about the money. So tourism operators can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm not going to start harping about how you need to pay your employees more. Basically, you can see here that having enjoyable work is actually, the #1 factor for people, and I think especially young people, to come to a job. So it's not all about the money, and good HR practices are good for your bottom line. In GoToHR's recent document, they mentioned that companies with high employee engagement have, on average, a 13% better profit ratio. Okay, so there's certainly a financial incentive to implement an enjoyable workforce. Also, there's a huge high cost of turnover. And basically, what we're suggesting is that you just adopt a mindset that you treat the young workforce as an opportunity and not a nuisance that needs to be controlled. So pretty much, here we see the reasons for the non-retention in the industry. So the first one, return to school. Higher pay for another business. This one, lack of career opportunities. That is ridiculous. There's such basically a wealth of career opportunities in this industry that it's only an issue of not educating the worker about that. Retirement, I'd say that's fairly inevitable. Sorry, so basically strategies for making the workforce positive for the young worker and fostering retention is basically the first one. We think that Go2HR should roll out an education initiative for the small businesses across the province of British Columbia. It's a known fact that actually, it's not the big hotels, but small business operators that are responsible for at least 75% of the tourism jobs in the province. So it's easy for a big hotel to kind of have a very proactive and progressive HR policy. Not so easy for kind of a small family restaurant in a smaller kind of community outpost. Go2HR can be really instrumental on educating these people about how to really engage the millennial workforce in their environment, and also how to maximize their unique human potential and skill set. This can be done through pretty much promoting an empowering, knowledge-based, and decentralized management structure. This has been shown in various studies. So basically, this costs nothing. All you need to do is basically kind of promote a family environment in your company where every employee feels like they're really a part of the organization and that they add value. This is going to create more kind of job devotion by the employee. They're not going to leave, and they're going to kind of, feel more at ease, basically speaking their mind in ways that you can improve your business. So it's going to bring more kind of dynamic and engaging solutions for your clients as well. Third is initiating a lateral and vertical training program in the industry to engage young employees for lifelong careers. Okay, so on the last slide we saw that there's a huge amount of people leaving the industry because they don't think there's a career there for them. That's wrong. There is a career there for them. We just need to make it more available. This can be done through more linear career paths, right? For instance, a lot of the teams here today have touched on, it's a very non-traditional career path when you think about a doctor or a lawyer or another kind of defined profession. If we can do something to make it more linear, where people can see, you can start here and end up there in a very kind of structured way, people will stay in the industry for their entire careers. So basically the stakeholders in this, there's kind of a circle here, and everything links to each other, and it depends on communication. So it all starts with the provincial government. The provincial government has, it's part of their jobs policy of tourism, right? It's been a priority. It's just time to back that priority up with kind of increased initiatives and resources, basically. Go2HR and LinkBC, two fantastic industry resources and two fantastic just kind of community organizations as well. So Go2HR would be huge in kind of rolling out an education platform for the smaller businesses about kind of best HR practices, specifically about how to make the work environment engaging for young workers. LinkBC should increase efforts to have very kind of defined and structured partnerships between the industry and schools. Educational institutions. They really need to talk to these two organizations as well as employers in the industry to see what exactly they are looking for, so that there can be more kind of linear movement right from school into the industry. So here's our budget, and this budget is not modest, but these kind of things don't happen on hopes and dreams. So pretty much we need to make this impressive, okay? So Kyle has grown up with technology. He's not impressed by a basic website. It needs to really, really grab his attention when it goes. So you'll see we have a huge budget, and this is for the website. This is a pulsing budget. So over the next 2 years, it's going to be $25,000 each, followed by $5,000 a year for website maintenance. Social media presence. This is a little bit cheaper. You can just have someone on your staff constantly tweeting, constantly on Facebook, just basically drawing attention to the initiative. Search engine marketing. So this is huge for job seekers. So not only will it be for tourism jobs, but just be the first one to pop up when someone in British Columbia searches jobs for job opportunities. It's possible. Online advertising, again, a fairly substantial budget. Now posters, having very sleek posters in schools, backed up by brochures that will be sent, very informational brochures that will be sent to parents as well as teachers and counselors. Tourism curriculum development, quite a small budget. This would just be for LinkBC to really work with some people in British Columbia's education industry to roll out that kind of high school program that Jared was talking about. So over a year total, we're looking at almost $2 million. But this is an investment. It's an investment in our province, an investment in our industry, and it's an investment in our province's young people. It's a very dynamic investment. And this is not only a challenge, it's also an opportunity. We're going to have a huge amount of increased human capital. Also, these people are going to be in the industry, in their communities. People are going to see them having very long and prosperous careers in hospitality and tourism. That in itself is going to change people's perceptions over time. And I think, as Jillian said at the start, we have a world-class tourism industry here. This is only going to serve to improve the overall service and tourism culture in British Columbia and improve our competitiveness over time. Thank you very much.